All right, guys, so I just left the building. There was some awesome progress there, and I'm headed back home. I got some kids with me today. It's Aaliyah and Archer and Greer. So I just left the building, and they are doing some amazing progress. They've got pretty much the new driveway is they brought in a lot of dirt to put the new driveway in, and then they're greatly expanding the site to fit the new building. So the old building was like 40 by 60 approximately, so it wasn't huge. The new building will be a lot bigger, so they have to make a lot more space, not only for the pad of the building, but also because we're making it so that a tractor trailer can come in, pull around to the back of the building where we'll have an unloading dock, and then pull all the way around in a loop and then leave the same way. So they're really having to expand it. It's amazing how much dirt those machines can move. Like, they're really make some fast work there, and it's really cool to see such dramatic changes every day. Really exciting. There's a yellow belly dreamsicle, and being bred by a male orange dreamsicle. This is the one we called the Inception, a dream within a dream. But it's really cool to see the color variation between these two. You can actually see what yellow belly brings to the table. Really cool. It's almost like a green yellow inside the pattern on that, and then what the OD brings to the table. Of course, the female is a good 3 years old, and the Inception's almost a year or so. All right, we have a clutch here, and Leah is here to supervise. This is my 8-year-old daughter.
I'm here to supervise.
Say hi.
Hi.
All right, so this is a coral glow female. She's finished laying. Two males. We have a lesser red stripe yellow belly Batman. I think that's a tough one to ID. And then a hurricane clown went in last. So it's my first year hatching hurricanes. I think that he'll sire it. We'll see. Leah, I'm gonna hand you the phone here, and I'm gonna pull this tub out, okay? So this is my first year producing some hurricanes. Big thank you to Hans Winter for letting me in this project, and I'm really anxious to work off of all his amazing work on the project. He's done some really cool things, so check him out. And we're hoping to do some neat stuff with it this year too. It's like a good clutch. There's a slug though. We got 1 slug and 5 eggs. That slug though is as big as a regular egg, but see how it's not completely shelled? Here, hold it up here if you can see. There you go. See how this slug here is not completely shelled? It's very likely to be a bad egg, but it's the same size. You do see that sometimes, but it's like 5 perfect ones. Mama's doing great. Hold that there and we'll get him out of here. This is really deflated too for whatever reason. I'm gonna set him right here for a second and move the top back. How many do you see, Leah?
1, 2, 5.
5. You know what the biggest clutch I ever had was?
12.
15. That would have been like 3 of these. That's really unusual. 5 is pretty normal sized. All right, I'm gonna let you go turn off the lights.
All right.
All right. Right on the card and put in the incubator. What do you think? Was this fun?
Yep.
Yep. So Miguel came today, and we had a great time. Did some vlogging and some really cool stuff. In fact, we did our first kind of sit-down vlog. I promised I would do a video about the industry, and it really worked out well because he's somebody who is relatively new and is making a mark and doing something cool in the industry. And it's a good chance to kind of break the ice and talk about how this industry works. But first of all, we got a really awesome room tour, and he made a video of it. I'm actually borrowing some of his video here. See the full vlog on his channel. Check that out, it's really good.
All right, Justin, so what do we have right here, brother?
Okay, so these are pretty much the hatchlings for this past year that we've been selling. You see all the yellow labels, don't read those words, those are customers. But we're about sold out for the year. You know, we start out with this wall completely full. We get it completely full, plus a few extra racks of babies, and then it just shrinks and shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. And once most of these get shipped out, we'll be down to just a single column, and then the new babies will start hatching and we'll start filling up the wall again. So it's kind of back and forth. Here on the other side, we have pretty much my holdback racks. We have a couple racks of just all the crazy stuff that I think will be the future crazy projects of the ball python industry for the next 25 years, hopefully.
When he says crazy, trust me, there's some stuff in there that I'm just like, oh, amazing.
This is stuff I'm really excited about. Can't wait to work with and work some of these projects.
Is it those two small racks right there, or is it this?
These two. This is pretty much last year's holdbacks right here in this rack, and where we're growing up some of the stuff. Yeah.
Now, would you say here's where all the magic happens?
So here is where
it's created.
Next year's holdbacks.
But do you have anything coming up soon? Anything really special?
Yeah, for sure. We have a few things hatching in next week or so. Some cool things. And then in about 2 weeks, we have our first Coral Glow Pompeii clutch.
Oh my gosh,
which I think would be really, really neat. I'm excited about that. You know, the odds are going to be tough always when you're dealing with that many genes in a snake, but I think everything that comes out of it's going to be crazy cool.
This thing looks so fake, I'm telling you, man. Look at that.
It's that maroon sides with that, you know, bright orange stripe.
And what is this?
So this is Cypress red stripe plus yellow belly. And I have this theory that Cypress and red stripe might be allelic. And the reason why I think that is only because the result is so unusual of this combo compared to what you might think if you just stack the genes. But it's got a fantastic belly. Dude. Amazing animal.
Now, could you imagine a clown in that thing?
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Dude, I like it, man. I like it a lot.
Next one is a Lavender Leopard Blackhead.
So before I show this up, so here's another, let's call it a Miguel mess up. Let's call it double M maybe. Justin told me, hey man, you really get into the blackhead, you know, lavenders. I was like, no, I'm gonna wait on it. I think I waited about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm like, you know what, I do need one. Called them, too late, all of them were gone. This is another prime example of me not making the right decisions or listening. All right, so what do we have right here?
So this is a Leopard Blackhead Lavender. And this one's actually 100% het clown as well.
Oh, wow.
So we're making hopefully some Leopard Blackhead Grails in the next couple seasons.
All right, man. So what do we have right here? Oh, this is a panda pied.
Yeah, so it's a different way to make a black and white snake. So this is a Leopard Blackhead Mojave pied. Really incredible.
I love this snake so much. And even with it being like a high white snake, that head alone just does it, you know? Yeah. It could just literally be just done right there, and they'll be good with it.
Still be crazy.
Just because of the head. All right, so what are we going right here?
Okay, so this is the Summa Pied. This is another way to make a black and white pie. We're just trying all the different ways to make them as black and white and as cool as possible. So in this snake hatch, this is the first male I've ever made. It was pure white except for the black there on the head. But in the last couple of weeks, all these black spots have started showing up. Now, we've seen this on other pies before. It sometimes happens. And
it's a lot of black spots, though.
So cool, yeah. So what we've seen in the past is those black spots will probably expand to be fairly good size, and we might end up with
our first Dalmatian
pie. But he's really, really cool. I'm excited to have him.
I like the whole story behind this project, man.
It took so long. Yeah, it took 56 eggs to hit the 1 in 8 odds to get the very first Summa Pied, and it was a girl, of course. And then the second one was a girl, and then here we are. Probably about 8 years after we started the project, we finally got it.
And I remember, because I was reading on it too, saying that at one point you're like, was there even possible to even make this?
Right.
Did you know?
I started thinking that I had made it, but it didn't look like I expected.
Yes.
So I was thinking, man, I was just second guessing myself everywhere until the one finally hatched.
Finally, man.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching that, and thanks Miguel for providing most of the footage for this vlog. And I really appreciate having you out. It was just a great time. We enjoyed it so much. Some great conversations, man. I just want to say before we end, I want to say a little bit about the situation with Chase and his medical treatment. I've been absolutely blown away by the response in the reptile community. When I put out the video and we kind of told people what was going on, I expected to be some support, but like the reptile community has come through just amazingly above and beyond. It's been beyond my wild expectations, and Chase can't stop talking. Every time I'm talking to him all the time, and can't stop talking about how amazing the reptile community is. We're like a big dysfunctional family, and at times like this, it's really cool to see everybody pulling together to work together. So I want to give you guys one more opportunity. There's plenty of opportunities here to donate to the GoFundMe. There's also a really cool auction site, auction group on Facebook, where a lot of people have been putting up some really amazing animals, with the proceeds going 100% to Chase's medical fund, which is incredible. There's some really nice JKR animals that I've been putting up a couple each day, and it's just really cool. And I appreciate each one of you. I'll put the links in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.